I absolutely love Moonglow's beautiful jewelry. Visit their website at moonglow.com. Hello, fabulous Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of January 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here, and Happy New Year. This month, as I looked at the sky for you, especially where it comes to your general overview, I did think about the very strong financial focus. However, I was reminded of a conversation that I once had with a friend, and he said to me, based on his own life experiences, because he was a little bit older than myself, had more experience in business, and he said to me, be very careful before you choose to go into business with a friend. And he talked about how when you go into business with a friend, you're bringing in this whole other element of finances, and people are different where it comes to money. And not only that, but money is a very emotional issue, and it can really evoke a lot of different experiences, a lot of different feelings, and a lot of different actions depending on the person. And based on how things go with money can really determine the future of a friendship. It causes you to see the other person very differently. And yes, at times it can bring you closer, but very often it can also move you away from another person, where friendship, sometimes a very long friendship, can end up not working out and having to find itself come to a conclusion, which is another way of saying a friendship could be over if you aren't careful before you think very carefully about bringing a friend into a business matter. And so I'm bringing this up for you because I do think that there is going to be a moment and a need for you to have that moment of pause for yourself, to think very carefully, because I do think that this month it does look like, especially when I look at the circumstances and the way things are playing out early in the month, it does look like the likelihood of you having to consider bringing a friend into business, thinking about how your financial picture can benefit for the better or not better because of a friend, is very much likely. And it looks like for some of you, this is going to be a friend comes to you with an idea, a money-making idea, and you're thinking about how much are you going to go forward with this person with this idea, or without this person with this idea, and what that could actually do to the overall picture of the friendship. And I think for others of you, there is going to be an element where maybe you're asked to actually lend some money to a friend. And that type of situation is much more likely once we get a little bit later into the month, but still a possibility as well. And then you're going to have to decide, okay, is this money that I can lend? What is the emotional circumstances for you? The bond that you have with this person that led to this moment. And I do see that some doubts are coming up for you, whether they're doubts about whether or not this person is going to pay you back, how you are going to feel about lending, and so on. And so these are all going to be issues that are going to be highlighted for you that you're going to have to think about where it comes to your friendship. When I look at the trend for you this month, and really the energy that's going to be with you through much of this year, that's going to define much of this year, it does look like there is a focus on friendships, and you are looking at your friends, you're interacting with them more, especially friends from the past may come up, and this is very likely now, where friends, people you knew, you were once close to in the past, now reintroduce themselves into your life in order for you to have further learning, further experiences with them, further healing with them in some cases as well, or further affirmation that it's a good thing that those friendships are over. But it does look like these people are coming up, and there are a lot of people around you where it comes to your friendships. But there is this month, what's different about this month is that there is a financial element to these interactions. And so you are going to have to decide where you want to go forward with that. Ultimately, though, the focus this month is, while there is this larger trend of friendship, there is still a larger trend for this particular month on finances. And there is the opportunity there for financial progress as well. But you are going to have to decide, and the ultimate question for you is, how much of your financial picture and your financial circumstances are you going to put in someone else's hands? How much can you actually trust another person to your financial well-being? For some of you, this is going to be just a very easy answer, and yet I do think that regardless of how easy the answers are or not easy the answers are, ultimately, you're going to need more time before you can really understand the overall consequences to whatever it is that you choose. So be mindful in your choices. Be mindful that you're not making choices that really lock you in, especially where it comes to bridging your finances with other people. Because ultimately, yours is the sign of freedom, and freedom implies independence, and you want to be able to change your mind, especially where it comes to your alliances with other people, and especially where it comes to any financial alliances you create. So be mindful of that going in, but also be mindful that ultimately the universe is moving you towards greater prosperity. And the lessons now are a part of moving you towards greater abundance for yourself, and of course, an overall abundant picture for all people concerned. Visit our fabulous sponsor at moonglow.com. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.